I'd like to talk to you today about just terminology. This is simple stuff, but it's important if you're going to be able to understand how a Navajo weaving or blanket is made. And if you're going to talk to a dealer or somebody who's trying to sell it, you need to understand what you're looking for, right? So when these Navajo blankets or rugs or Diné pieces are made, they're made on a vertical, sometimes they would call it aboriginal loom, but a vertical loom, not a horizontal loom. So they're set up on a continuous warp. That means the warp was done all the way continuously. It's not cut off. It's one round trip all the way around. You also have selvage on the sides. And the selvage tells you things. It can tell you, depending on how many warps there are, it could be a Pueblo piece, or, you also have Mexican pieces. You have saltillos, early pieces. You also have copies of Navajo textiles. And often these copies will have multiple warps on the side. And the warps are the foundation threads of the weaving. The wefts, which go horizontally, are the pattern. They make the design of the textile. So it's important to know selvage, weft, warp, and if it's a continuous loop, because if it's not continuous, it's probably not Navajo, though sometimes in the early 1890s, 1900s, some of the Germantown and some of these blankets, often that were made for tourist trade, they may cut them off and then do a knotting of the top of the textiles themselves. So the other thing that you want to look for, and I have to explain this to people all the time, is they see these diagonal lines that are kind of at a 45-degree angle, and they're like, well, what is this? Is this something a problem with the rug? Is there, does it need repair? And the reality is that is the diagnostic characteristic of early Navajo textiles. And so and they call it a lazy line. And basically what it is when the weaver is sitting at the textile, they weave one section, and then they move over and weave another section. It leaves this beautiful line. And often these lazy lines, as they're called, would be used in many different fashions to make a design. So you really want to see these vertical lines that are done at a 45-degree angle. If you see those, that's a good thing. That helps you identify that this is probably a Navajo textile. So most of the things that you need to know about weavings can be found on my videos, and you can look at different textiles, but it's really important to know those just simple terminology of selvage, warp, weft, continuous warp, and lazy lines. If you know those kind of things, you're ready to go.
We need your support for the Medicine Man Gallery channel, so make sure to click the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video, which we do every morning on Wednesday and Friday. See you soon.